Hello, you're watching Dukascopy TV with me, Ben Jones. Germany's PMI and factory orders data have both been released today, and joining me on the line to discuss Europe's largest economy is Fuentes from the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development. Thank you for joining me, Andre. Now, to begin with, the final data for Germany's PMI was released this morning. Service sector output has risen for the fifth month in a row, despite business activity being at 52.9, which is a two-month low. With that in mind, what aspect has offset this negativity to continue the overall growth?
We have seen that private consumption has been supporting growth in Germany throughout this year. This is continuing on the back of continued employment growth and real wage growth. There's also some expectation that investment demand is maybe bottoming out because confidence in the euro area recovery may be improving.
Moving on to the factory orders data released a few hours ago by the economy industry. Seasonally adjusted orders have far surpassed the expected 0.5% and are actually 3.3% for the month. Can you discuss this huge growth? What do you think played a part, and how does it affect the economy going into the future?
These monthly data must be interpreted with some care. They're very volatile. We saw declines in the preceding 2 months in the order inflow. Nonetheless, it confirms the impression that the economic recovery is firming in Germany, and that their contributions both from external demand and internal demand, the order inflows have risen particularly strongly on the export side.
OK, now following on from that, the Ministry have stated that the data shows the revival of the economy has increasingly been driven by demand at home, despite a 6.8% rise in foreign bookings. Why do you think this is?
As I said earlier, private consumption growth has been robust throughout this year, and good performance of the labor market underpins this. On the other hand, on the export side, we have seen some weakness this year, especially demand from emerging economies has been less strong than in earlier years, especially 2010, 2011. Emerging economies pulled strongly, especially demand for investment goods from these countries has weakened. But there are signs that external demand is firming as well. The euro area has now recorded better growth numbers recently, and China also seems to be robust now. So, yeah, there's growth impetus from both sides. So, yeah, I would say that the picture is quite balanced. Certainly in the recent past, domestic demand has been pulling strongly, but more recently, as we've seen in these order inflows, external demand seems to be recovering.
And finally, could you comment on the recent criticism of Germany's trade surplus? Many are calling for them to increase wages and boost their consumption to help both themselves and the global economy. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, a trade surplus is perhaps nothing to be criticized directly, but in the current global and more specifically euro area economic situation, we do think there are policies that can be undertaken by the German government for the benefit of its own economic prospects and also for the benefit of euro area growth. And one issue I would like to mention is rebalancing the German economy, developing its domestic services sector more strongly, which is held back by some restrictive regulation, for instance in professional services. We think that deregulation in service sectors could boost development of services production and demand, thereby raising domestic demand and imports. Another recommendation we made in the last economic outlook of the OECD was to use budgetary room for maneuver to expand investment spending. Public investment spending has been low in recent years in Germany.
Well, some interesting data coming out today. Thank you for joining me to discuss it, Andre. That is all from me for today, but make sure you stay tuned throughout the week for more updates and exclusive interviews. But for now, goodbye.